right, everybody, come on in. Come on in. Come on in. We're getting started. I have a very special guest with me, also known as, he looks like a hostage right now, but Marcus is with me. And I had an idea for an interesting stream tonight, you all. If you don't know who I am, hi, I'm Maggie, your substitute teacher. Usually I'm welcoming you to a struggle cooking class, but today I have, would you like to introduce yourself? I don't think they can see you.
How much close?
Would you like to introduce yourself? I'll turn this over here
Um,
briefly. Okay, please introduce yourself
to which camera?
to all of them.
I am Marcus, and she wants me to be here.
I want you to be here. Okay. All right, sir. So some of y'all that have been rocking with me for a while know that Marcus is our oldest. He is, how old are you?
16,
16. And what grade of school are you in?
11.
11th grade. Okay. So here's the deal, you all. Marcus has a nickname. Do you know what your nickname is in my community? Would you like a little bit of help? I can refresh your memory if you don't know what your nickname is. Let's see, I think I have it right here. Marcus, otherwise known as Swim Shady, is a competitive swimmer. And as you can tell, he is full on teenager. But the reason that we are here tonight, you all, we are going to try a little something different. I got an email from our dear son. Hey, Lucy. Marcus, yes, he's the one who wants to go to, anyway, whatever. Whew, yes. Anyway, do you have any plans after high school that you want to talk about?
Um, Army?
Army, okay. Any thoughts about what you want to do in the army?
No.
No? Okay. So, yes. So, the reason that we're here, you all, I got a wonderful email. Marcus usually lives with his dad and comes to visit me. So, I'm always very excited when he's here. And I got a very nice email from Marcus on Sunday. May I read it?
Don't worry if I say no.
It says, interest meeting. Hey, mom. That would be me. There's an interest meeting for an international trip, EF Tours. And Mr. Tecci, who's Mr. Tecci?
My old French teacher.
Your old French teacher. So, how many years of French did you take?
Two.
Two. Did you enjoy it?
It was fun.
It was fine or fun?
Fun.
Fun? Okay. So, Mr. Tecci is hosting. So, I'd like for you to be there with me. Let me put my, sorry, baby. Let me put my devices on do not disturb so I don't get any. One moment, please.
Hmm.
Also, thanks for bringing the TV dinner. But if you do plan on bringing food, can it be something small like a fruit or granola bar? With love, your eldest son. So, was it yesterday? Yeah, it was yesterday, right?
Yeah.
Yesterday, I went to Marcus's school. Thank you, Miss Lucy. We'll take attendance in just a moment. And the Spanish students and the French students at Marcus's high school, with the Spanish teacher and the French teacher, are planning a school trip. Do you know where you guys are going?
I sent you.
I know you sent me the email, but they haven't seen the email.
I mean, France and Paris.
France and Paris. Paris is in France. You want to try again?
I said
I don't know if this is going to go very well. Let's try again.
France and Spain.
France and Spain. Okay. So I went to the interest meeting, and you all know I'm a big fan of travel.
Mhm.
And so the question on the table is Marcus wants to go to Spain and France. Now, this trip is planned. We'll look at all the details. So if y'all want to come over to MaggieTheSubstituteTeacher.com, I'm going to share my screen. This trip is planned. Well, do you know when the trip is planned for?
Spring break.
Spring break of next year. Sorry, y'all, we're on a teenage delay. So anyway, this trip is planned for spring break of next year, which is like March, April timeframe. Usually these trips are in the summer. However, I don't know if you remember what Mr. Techi said. There is a reason why they're not going to do this trip in the summer. They're going to do it over spring break. Does anybody know what is happening next summer in Europe? Marcus, do you remember why y'all are going in spring break and not summer?
I wasn't there that part of the meeting.
You weren't there at that part of the meeting. Okay, so I will wait and see if anybody can guess what would be happening next summer and why we wouldn't want the kids to go. But let's take attendance. So we're going to pick up, you guys. So I'll wait and see if anybody can come up with the answer. Can you please leave your shoes off my struggle cameras? Okay, so I listened. I got the information sheet, and I saw the price for the trip. Do you remember how much the price was?
A lot.
A lot? Can we get any more specific than that?
$3,889.
$3,889. So this is a $4,000 trip. So I said, you know what, Marcus? I could pay for the trip for you, but I'm not going to do that. I think you need to sing for your supper. So we are going to be using this time to let Marcus explain why he wants to go on this trip, what he wants to learn, what he wants to experience. I'm going to ask questions. You all can ask questions. We're going to share the website. And I said I would donate any contributions to Marcus's travel fund. So I would like to do a series of these, you all. I'd like to do some, well, clearly he's not loving this. So we'll do just one interview, and then we'll do like some cooking streams, maybe some exercise streams, but a way for him to earn what he wants. And then if and when he gets to go next year, I will ask for another wonderful presentation where he can take pictures and come back and tell us what he learned in Spain and France. All right. So that is the goal. So today is just the introductory. And so Marcus is here as my hostage because he wants to take a trip. And I say you got to earn it. All right. So let us take attendance. Let's see who we have here. And then we're going to get started. So again, if you all on TikTok and Instagram want to see what I'm sharing, come on over to Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, or Twitter. I am Maggie, the substitute teacher on all platforms. Who do we have here? We got D. Ray. We got Overtime Go Hard. Hello, Luke Casely, Enrique. We got Frankie Webbs, Eric Wildboar. Yes, Marcus wants to go into the Army. He is handsome. Miss Lucy says you're handsome. I don't know if you can see him. There's like there's a. Can I touch?
You can't see my forehead?
Can I touch it?
Why do you see my forehead?
So there is a child under here, but y'all already know. Yes, that's awesome. Thank you. We got Happiest in the house. We got Victo. We got SGLG. So thank you all so much for being here. I asked him to get in the frame of the camera. Y'all already know. Okay. Who do we have over here on TikTok? We don't stop. Okay. The TikTok list is too long. Thank you all so much for being here. I appreciate you all. If you want to shout out, feel free to drop who you are in the chat. All right. So let's come on over to here and see who we have in the chat. We got Veggie in the house. Hello, Veggie. Been a while. Thank you so much for being here. Veggie says greetings. We got Linda with the love notes in the house. Linda says, hello, Maggie. Thank you, my dear. We got Lily here. She says, hey, y'all. Lily says, wishing y'all much success. Congratulations to your kiddos. Y'all are doing a fantastic job. Am I doing a fantastic job? Yeah? Did you eat today?
No.
No? Boy, you didn't eat today?
I had a school lunch.
Marcus. Okay, we will address that later. Real Bravado in the house. He says, "Hey Maggie, hey Real Bravado, y'all these kids." We got Latasha Jordan in the house saying, "Aw, my first time seeing you here, y'all. I liked them better when they were smaller."
I'm small.
You are not small. You're 16. You're bigger than me.
I'm not.
Okay, you're taller than me.
I'm not.
You're stronger than me. Okay, I just ordered you some new shoes. Show some appreciation. All right, y'all, these kids. We got Latasha Jordan in the house. Latasha is cheering us on. We got Christina. She says, "Hi, Maggie and Marcus. Go to Spain." You got Christina says, "Go to Spain and France." So you got one person on your side. All right. So before we finish the roll call, can you let my scholars know why? Do you want to? Oh no, they can't see you.
Told you should have bought a new camera.
Maybe I'll buy a new camera with your travel buddy. Do you want to answer the question?
I think it's a good idea to go because
All right, when someone asks you a question, can you respond to the asker? Look in the camera, eye contact, lean forward and say, "Hi, Miss Christina." Can I lift this up? Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
how do you what?
Christina says, "Go to Spain and France." So my question was, why do you think you should go?
Oh, so mom, to answer your question, I think it'd be
Have you thought about this at all?
I mean
You
it make my French teacher happy.
It would make your French teacher happy, but I'm not worried about your French teacher. I'm talking about you. So let's think about that and give that a better try. Because when you ask for something, you want to come with a reason why. Because people are going to ask you. Nobody's just going to give you $4,000. All right. I know. I feel the same way. We got Latasha Jordan in the house. She's laughing. Luke Hazley, you got it. Luke Hazley got it. Summer Olympics. So you weren't there, Mr. Techi said. The reason why the, yeah, oh, the reason why the kids aren't going to Paris in the summer is because Paris next year is going to be the site.
Haven't they had the Olympics in Paris?
Yeah, they've had it, I'm sure, before. Have they had the
I thought
Olympics?
they were on like Malaysia or something.
No. So you all know the Olympic Games are every 4 years. It's a huge thing. And so they didn't want to take the kids to France in the summer with all of this international attention. So that is why they're doing this trip in spring break instead of summer. So I got 6 months to prepare and not like 9. All right, y'all. We got Mona D in the house. She says, "Hey, Maggie, Swim Shady and Scholars. Thank you all for liking the live stream." Latasha says, "Yes, Maggie, I must have done something. I don't know." Yep, y'all know about the Olympics. We got Tara in the house. She says, "Hi, Maggie and Swim Shady. Hi, Miss Lucy." Yes, the Olympics will be in Paris. Absolutely. Army, Christina's cheering you on. She says, "Awesome, go for it." Shout out to the military. I'm going to need y'all's help. Y'all know I don't know. Everybody's saying hello to each other. Hello, hello. Latasha says, "Did I plan that freeze?" No, it's my struggle camera. The boys don't even believe that I have a following. Do you remember what you told me when I said I was going to start a YouTube channel? I'll wait.
Well, that was before. That was before.
I'll remind you. When I told Marcus, I said,
Why
"Marcus,
do you remember?
why do I remember? Because you're so mean."
Not me.
I told Marcus, I said, "Marcus, I'm going to start a YouTube channel." He said, "You? People want to watch you make my dinner?" I was like, "I can do more than that."
Well, that's all you say you do.
I have a cooking channel, but Marcus, I do more than that.
Oh.
Y'all, these kids, they won't let me be great. Okay, hello everyone. Lady Naboa, she says, hi, Miss Maggie and son. Do you want to take that back? Do you want to apologize?
When you hit a 50K.
50K? Do you remember what you said when I hit 1,000 subscribers?
How?
He said, 1,000? He said, did you fall and it go viral? You remember you said that to me? So mean, y'all, these kids. That's what you said to me. Y'all see how it is? Now you're asking for $4,000. You see what I mean? See what I mean? These kids, I'm telling y'all, just cut right to your heart. Just boom. Lady Naboa says, kidnap me, Miss Maggie, and take me with you, but you have to kidnap me. Yeah, other people want to go. They want me to take them to Europe. Oh my goodness. Everybody.
Why don't you adopt them all yet?
I can't adopt them because you're still here and you eat all the time. Lucy says, this is a great learning opportunity to learn how to greet others online. Y'all, I'm trying. I haven't. I'm sorry?
Huh?
Huh? Is that what we said? What were you going to say? I interrupted you.
You did?
This is not going very well. Christina says, only go, Marcus, if you want to go learn and experience everything in both Spain and France. You will enjoy it.
That's what I was
That was the answer?
That's what I was going to say.
Uh-huh. Have you ever traveled outside of the country before?
I went to Tennessee once.
Boy. God. Y'all are laughing. Have you been to South Africa, Marcus?
Where's that?
Oh my God. Have you been to London, Marcus?
The movie?
Oh my God. Yeah, he's young and he don't get it. Okay, y'all are laughing at me. We are going to move on to the audio-visual portion. Can you stop kicking, please, baby? It'll pick up the microphone. We're going to move to the audio-visual portion because my hostage is not singing for his supper the way that I expected him to. They said, I'm sorry, Marcus, I'm going to take your spot. She said, you're mean, so I'm going to go and make you dinner on YouTube to keep it going. I think that's what I want to do.
How am I mean?
You stay mean.
I'm not a mean
So I told
person.
Marcus, I said, he can come and earn his trip. We can cook together. He can do 20 push-ups for $20 or whatever you all think he should do to earn this trip.
That desperate?
How much are you worth? What is your
that was up to you.
Please don't do that. You're going to
You
fall
tell them
back.
how much that costs.
Christina says, I've never been to another country out of the United States. You want to go. So let's go together, y'all. I'm going to share. These kids, y'all, they don't appreciate it. I'm telling you, they don't appreciate it. You want to say something?
I'm so glad you had this opportunity to leave the country and explore the world with.
All right, y'all, this is not going well at all. Let's take a look because people are actually interested. All right, so
I didn't think that's surprising.
Let's learn together, y'all. I'm pulling this up for the first time. So we went to the interest meeting yesterday at his school. They gave us the flyer with the QR code. So I'm going to pull up the website. We could all learn together about this trip. I'm going to ask you some questions, and depending on how you answer, we'll decide if Marcus should go to Spain and France. Lady Naboa says, when we leave, Miss Maggie, is there a disability discount? There's a lot of walking on these, y'all. So I don't know if this is the type of luxury trip.
Yes, that can be the exercise we want to get.
He was looking like, what, y'all, these kids, I'm telling you. Christina says he's handsome. That's one word for it. Well, you got a compliment. What do you say? Are you kidding? Like, you don't have to be here. Someone gave you a compliment.
Thank you.
Y'all, this is not going well. All right, let's take a look at this screen share class. Marcus, please. You know I got this struggle TV dinner tray. All right. Francis.
How many spare desks do you have?
Too many. All right. So this is EF Tours. Do you know what EF stands for, Marcus? And I'm going to drop the link in the... No? I'm going to let you guess.
Can you zoom in? My eyes hurt from back here.
Oh, this boy. Marcus, what does the EF stand for? Hello, Joshua. Hello,
Can you go
Fatima.
back to the tab? I forgot. um,
All right, since we're on slow motion teenager time, EF stands for education first. So
easy flying.
I don't think this is going to work in your favor. So EF stands for education first. So this is a company, and y'all, this is not sponsored. I'm just sharing with you all what I know because we've traveled with them before and what I learned at the parent interest meeting. Since my hostage over here is not really participating,
I
you are
I am participating.
okay.
I'm in the camera frame.
You are in the camera frame. So EF stands for education first. This company believes that the classroom should be the world, right? So I have taken the boys on EF tours trips before. They are catered to students, so it's actually cheaper for students to go. If you want to go as an adult chaperone, you can. It's going to be more expensive. But what I do like about it is that it's all inclusive. So literally, I just take Swim Shady to the airport with his passport. Do you know how long this trip? You done cracking your back?
You
You need
got
to
it?
crack your toes or anything else? Do you know how long this trip is?
10 days.
10
I
days.
was
All right, let us continue. All right, so let's take a look together, y'all. So this is EF Tours, and this is the tour number. I put the link in the chat in case anybody's interested. There's your teacher, Mr.
Wait a
Techi.
minute.
What?
Interested in what? This trip?
Well, I like to drop the link so they can learn about it, Marcus. Is that okay?
That's a little contradictory,
Why?
Mom.
In what way?
To what?
What is the
What was said
contradiction?
at the meeting, Mom.
Right, but they don't have to go on this tour, babe. There's other EF tours.
I think you should tell them that.
All right, y'all, let me tell you. I dropped the link in the chat. This link is going to take you specifically to Marcus's tour, France to Spain, but you can click this link here. Can you read here? Are you able to read? What does this say?
Oh, my hair's in the way.
Exactly. Your hair is in the way. You all can browse. So Marcus is requesting to go to France and Spain next year, March 30th through April 8th. So that is the spring break time frame when he's going to be going. And I think they'll miss one day of school, but it will be an excused absence.
Ooh.
Oh my goodness, y'all. So this tour leaves out of Atlanta because we're in the Atlanta area, but you can do EF tours from whatever major airport is close to you. All right. So they do, please don't do that. They do have trips from all over. All right.
What?
Yeah, they said you don't want to sit with me. Do you need to leave? Should I just do this on my own?
I'm not used to being up all along with people.
Okay, why don't you take the chair, go all the, you see that door over there? Take the chair and go sit all the way back there.
Yes, ma'am. Are there?
Let's see, are you still in the frame? That's good. We see your shadow.
Can we go outside?
No, don't go outside. I need you to hear in case we have any questions.
Okay.
All right. Oh my gosh, they're gonna move to be closer. All right. This is so crazy. Y'all, why did I think this is a good idea? But some of y'all want to learn. Let's just talk for a little bit and then we will dismiss the teenager. They say you're in timeout. Okay, y'all. Whew. All right, so let's take a look at what's covered on this trip. I do want you to come closer because I do want
You
you.
told me to go back here.
Okay, in a moment, come closer. Whew, so you all can see what's covered. Let's take a look at the itinerary. All right, can you come? Wonderful. Thank you for being here. All right, so this trip is a 10-day trip. The cities that are going to be visited are Paris.
Is my makeup good?
I'm sorry?
I'm listening.
Thank you. All right, so the itinerary. This is horrible. The itinerary for this trip is Paris, Barcelona, Madrid. And then if you wanted to
You
do,
gotta speak faster than that, Mom.
then if you wanted to extend, you can go to Lisbon. Why don't you read this right here, Marcus?
My hair is in the way.
You got one more time for that hair to be in the way.
What are you gonna do with it?
Wake up and see what happens. Marcus.
How does the la
Sagrada
compare to this?
Familia.
Compared to the
Arc de Triomphe. You should know that. That's French, right?
yeah. Paris,
The Louvre to the Prado.
Paris, broccoli, and
Barcelona, Marquez.
margarine.
Okay, I see what's
Each of
happening.
them
Yeah.
offer world class art and culture that experience together will amaze you. You feel amazed?
From iconic architecture like the Eiffel Tower and Park whatever. How do you say this in French? Guel? To
Well,
savory regional
When
cuisine.
the U has two dots over it,
Mm-hmm.
that means you pronounce it like this.
How? Teach us.
You.
Is you? Oh my God, this is horrible. You see that? They're already saying boys are much more different than girls. Y'all see what I mean? Most girls would love the spotlight. Yeah, Marcus doesn't like attention. Okay, let us continue. I'll read since you said I'm slow. Savory.
When did I say that? I said you were going slow. Jeez.
Really? Savory regional cuisine like steak frites and paella each day offers.
Fritz?
Yeah, steak frites, the little fries.
Fritz?
Mm-hmm.
Steak Fritz?
How would you pronounce it?
Fritz?
Each day offers new and unforgettable experiences. All right, Marcus. So between the
That should mean steak fries.
steak fries,
That's all it means.
between the art, the culture, and the cuisine and the architecture, what are you most looking forward to?
Can you go back?
You have a choice between the art, the culture, architecture, and cuisine. What are you looking forward to?
The cruise ship and the arch. Cuisine and architecture.
All right, let's continue on the itinerary.
What's okay?
What you're gonna do. So you all can see here, they're gonna come from the U.S. and obviously, and so the first part of their trip, they're going to arrive in Paris. All right, so this is France, this is Spain. So for your geography, this one is France and this is Spain. So they're gonna fly overnight from the U.S. to Paris, and they're gonna be in Paris for 3 days or 3 nights, right?
Wow.
The 3 here denotes how many days they're gonna spend.
Wow.
So they'll be seeing all the different sites and tasting, and have a croissant for me in Paris.
And then we'll make our way to Barcelona.
Let's take a look. Is
Yeah.
Barcelona next?
No.
Yes. So this looks like it's going to be another flight, or I don't know, maybe it's a train ride. We'll see how you're going to get.
Ride a train?
Let's see, Paris to Barcelona, and then 3 more days in Barcelona, and then from there to Madrid, which I believe, do you know what the capital of Spain is?
Something Spanish. Madrid? No, it's...
All right. And then from there, you're going to leave. So you can see here the dotted line gives you the option if you want to extend your trip, you can, but they'll go from Paris to Barcelona to Madrid. Let's take a look at the full itinerary so we can see what Marcus is doing and then release the hostage. All right. So you can see here, make sure I'm sharing with you all. The first night, you're going to fly to France. You're going to be in Paris and meet the tour director. One of the things I do like about EF tours is, especially when you travel as a group, hello King Flex, hello Jumbo, the students and parents and teachers and whoever goes on this trip, they're going to travel as a unit. So they're going to meet at the Atlanta airport, fly together. They're going to be met at the airport in Paris with their tour director, who's going to stay with them the entire time. They're going to be on a coach bus. They'll be at the same hotels, eat breakfast in the morning, and basically stay together. So that tour director meets them the first night and stays with them until they depart. So that is nice, especially when you're sending your kid overseas. And I would love to know from the parents in the house, would you send your 16-year-old to Spain and to Paris? I mean, to France. Let us
Why
continue.
not?
Well, I wanted to ask them.
Well,
So on your second,
why wouldn't you send them?
well, maybe because they are ungrateful. That's an option.
Well, I know how to fix that problem.
You know how to fix that? Okay.
Yeah, you want to know how?
How?
Thank you.
You're
for the
welcome, babe.
opportunity
Yeah, you're welcome, babe.
to send me away.
You really want to go?
Oh, I thought you meant something else.
All right, let us continue, y'all. I appreciate you. So you're going to meet your tour director at the airport, and then the first day you're going to do a walking tour. I don't know what the Latin Quarter is, but I'm sure that's a historical part of Paris. Then you're going to go to Notre Dame. Notre Dame had a fire, but I would love to see how it looks now. And then you're going to enjoy dinner, flambe, a tarte flambe. I don't know what that is. Do you
That's
know?
a dessert.
Ooh, French cuisine is some of, for me, I think it is so delicate and so well done. Y'all know I'm a foodie and I love, love, love French cuisine. I think you'll enjoy it too. But that's just me.
I think you like it because it reminds you of yourself.
You wouldn't send your kid by himself. Yeah, this is a school trip, so I think there's 30 students that they plan on going. All right, let's continue. Yeah, I wouldn't send him by himself either. All right, so then they're going to spend the night.
That's not what I said.
What?
I said think you like that food because it reminds you of yourself.
Of me, yeah. Just extra, right?
A little bit of all that stuff.
A little bit of all of that. So then in Paris,
Especially extra.
I'm especially extra. Okay, Marcus. So on day 3, they're going to have a tour guide to take them around Paris. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What did I do? They're going to go to the I don't know if this is Placa de Concorde, the Champs-Élysées, which is the major circular highway, the Arc de Triomphe. That would be nice. I think that's where Napoleon came through victory.
Where?
The Eiffel Tower, the Arc de Triomphe. You probably know how to say that better. And then you have some time to explore on your own, or you can go to Versailles, the Palace of Versailles. That sounds like it would be fun. Anything from that list that interests you?
In Notre Dame.
Notre Dame. Okay.
Yeah, I haven't paid attention.
Yes. Okay. I would love to see how it's doing. Hello, Benedict. All right. Let's see what else. All right. So then the last day, no, 2 more days in Paris. On day 4, you have a tour of Paris. You're going to go back to the Louvre, which is the amazingly huge museum. You'll visit Fragonard, the perfume factory. I'm going to love that. Not a fan. He's a boy. You can skip it. Skip it. All right. Then you'll do another walking tour. You'll visit this sacred basilica, and then another sacred basilica, and then have a steak dinner.
Steak fries.
Steak fries dinner. Yeah. So included in the trip is where they're going to stay, and all of the hotels have breakfast. So they wake up and they have breakfast in the hotel. And then the bus comes to pick them up, and then they're gone for the day. They usually have their tours planned for the day, and then they will have free time for lunch, and then they eat dinner as a group.
So peachy.
Christina says, OMG, I'm so jealous. See, the adults want to go, Marcus.
Adults have jobs.
And let's continue. Oh my gosh. And then the last day in Paris, oh, you're doing a train. Okay, so the last day in Paris is a travel day. So you're going to travel by TGV. I don't know what that is. Maybe that's one of their high-speed trains. So you're going to take the a train ride. Yes, to Barcelona. And then look here, snap a panoramic photo of Barcelona atop the, I don't know what Montjuic is. I don't know if that's a mountain, but that would be really, really nice.
Awesome options.
What's that, babe?
Looking it up.
Oh, the TGV train? Let's look it up. TGV. Okay, put in TGV. Oh, wow. Let's let them see. So this is the train. Marcus just looked up TGV. Make sure y'all are seeing. Oh, you're not seeing. All right. So this is basically the high-speed train that's going to take them from
How
Paris to
fast does it
Barcelona.
go?
How fast does it go? I don't know.
Well, it should say
It looks
it's down
fast.
there.
Oh, sorry.
320.
320 kilometers per hour. That's
Okay.
wow. That's fast, babe. Okay.
Convert it to miles because I don't.
I don't know either,
What's a kilometer?
but that's really cool. That is really cool. Okay. So now
Six.
we have made it.
Yeah, divide by.
You want to do them? Okay. You want the calculator? 200 miles per hour. Wow, that's fast. Okay. So Marcus just did some struggle math, and the high-speed train from Paris to Barcelona is 200 miles per hour. So that'll be really, really cool. I would love to see how you enjoy that. Oh, Christina says, believe me, if we had the money, we would go to Italy, Greece, and Thailand. That's the places we want to go. See, not everybody has the opportunity.
Well,
Ungrateful.
I'm not being ungrateful.
All right, well then just be appreciative.
Thank you.
All right. Tara says, this sounds so fun. I would say yes to my responsible, focused teen with good grades. How's that progress report looking?
Better than yours.
Boy, do you want to die today? I'm going to ask you one more time. How's that progress report looking?
Well done.
Well done.
Rare.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Y'all see why I like to cook alone? Let us continue.
Less.
Okay. So now we have made it to Spain. We are in Barcelona. So on day 6 of the 10 days, they're going to take a guided tour. So the guided tour, just so you all know, they usually have like a local guide who's an expert in the area. Aaron says, I've been on the train, but you won't feel like you're on it. Thank you, Aaron, on TikTok. I appreciate that. So it's so fast and so smooth. You like that?
It's a train.
It's a train. It's not just a regular train.
Yeah, it's like an airplane.
Thank you, Aaron. This is the know-it-all.
I'm not being annoying. I just watch movies.
You watch movies? Okay. So anyway, what I was going to say about these tours, so they have a tour guide that meets up with them, and they have the little they call them whispers, but they're like the little earbuds that the tour guide could speak to as they're walking through the city.
Wait, they have that now?
Yeah, because when you guys are in a big group like
wow.
Mhm. Yeah, because when you guys are in a big group, it's hard to hear, like if the tour leader is at the front, so they give them all these little earbuds, and all of this is included in the trip.
Wow.
So as they're walking by landmarks and different things like that, they'll be able to hear and learn the history, because the point of this trip, yes, is to have fun. Yes, it's to eat food. Yes, it's to be with your
learn.
Is to
I'm
learn.
learning.
You're learning? All right. Hello, Kuponi. Let us continue.
What?
What does that say?
I don't know. My hair's in the way.
All right.
No.
Now, read it. Read it. You Viking. What does it say? Two chops to the throat. What does it say? Can you read it?
Ow.
What does it say? Can you read it?
This is
what does it say?
It says
what does it say?
Yeah.
Let us wrap this up, y'all. This is not going at all. Oh,
What
Damien is laughing. Okay. But did you read what Miss Chris
did?
Look at your hair. You look like Sideshow Bob.
You did. You made me.
Okay. Why don't you just
Can I get a haircut?
You do need a haircut. Pretty bad. I've been saying it, but I'm trying not to. Let's focus. Let's finish the trip. Oh my God. Let us continue. So now we've made it to Barcelona. So you're going to have your expert guide. You're going to see the La Sagrada
What?
Familia, Park Güell. I don't know what that is. Please stop. Montjuic. That sounds like a mountain.
Oops.
And then you'll have some time to explore on your own
Oh.
or go to a Barcelona flamenco evening. You don't want to go see the flamenco dancers?
Ooh.
Maybe you could join them. You know, if you pull your hair back and slick it and put on all black, you kind of look like either a flamenco dancer or
Bouncer.
no, like
Bouncer.
a bullfighter.
Bouncer.
You know,
A bouncer.
you know, Olay.
A bounce. Really? Ah!
Shout out from South Africa. Hello, Kuboni. Yes, we've been to South Africa. Marcus act like he don't know. But y'all, I mean, in all seriousness, you know, I'm an immigrant, and so I love other cultures.
You had to cut it all off.
I was born in Ghana, so I like for the boys. Thank you for the roses. Damien says, I like the hair. My hair was like that at one point. You had to cut it all off. It was hot. Do you get hot with that fro?
I'm hot with no hair.
Oh, that's true. All right. They said have fun on your trip. And thank you for the roses, 6 roses, Lucy, and 5 roses. I appreciate that. All right, y'all. Let's wrap this up. All right. So we've made it to Barcelona. I'm interested in this Barcelona flamenco evening. Feel the pulse of Spain.
Ooh.
When you attend an unforgettable flamenco performance.
Ooh.
Born of Indian, Moorish, Arabian, and Gypsy influence. You got one more time to do that. You got one more time to interrupt me.
Gypsies.
Should I continue or should we end this stream right now?
This struggle stream.
Can I finish reading?
Let me read.
Okay, thank you. Please tell me about the flamenco evening.
Gotta sing.
Okay.
Passionate display of dramatic poses and colorful costumes. Dramatic.
Mm-hmm.
Accompanied by song and guitar.
Mm-hmm.
Marvel at the intricate rhythms created by dancers' steps, castanets, and clapping. Note, a beverage is included during the 1 hour performance.
Hello, respect. That sounds incredible. I've never been to Spain. I have been to France. I've been to Paris.
Where else did you go?
Do you know that your dad, do you know where he lived for 5 years? He told you.
Barcelona.
Your dad lived in Barcelona for 5 years. Do you know why? Is it Barcelona or Madrid? Excuse me?
I don't know.
Okay. Do you know why your dad lived in Spain for 5 years?
That's where they were stationed.
Mimi and Papa were stationed there. So yeah, dad that comes from a military family. And he told you to have 2 things when you were in Spain. Do you remember the 2 things he told you to eat?
Churros.
Churros.
Flan.
And there was one more. I forgot.
You just said 2.
Okay, I forgot.
What's that?
It's the rice dish that has seafood, starts with a P.
Casserole.
Bye. All right, y'all. Let's wrap this up. All right. Thank you for reading about the flamenco dancers. You're going to go to the beach, Marcus. On day 7, you get free time at the beach. The Mediterranean. It is beautiful. So you'll go to the beach and a bike.
How do you know?
I was just in Greece. You
didn't tell me you were in Greece.
You have a shirt that says Greece that you wear.
You didn't tell them you were in Greece.
I streamed while I was in Greece, you fool.
Why?
Because my scholars actually come to learn, unlike you. Anyway.
I'm learning.
So
I didn't know what a castanet is.
Castanet, I believe, are the little finger symbols. Oh, my word. Day 7, you're going to take a bike tour of Barcelona.
Oh, yay.
That's nice. You still remember how to ride your bike? No? And then you're going to have a meal of traditional, is this fideuà? Noodles and seafood. Your favorite is seafood, so I think you'll really like that. Christina says you heard the food in Spain is amazing. All of the food in Europe to me is amazing. I love the food in Italy.
I think it's better than American food.
Yeah, I mean, in all seriousness, y'all, when we were in Europe before, their regular standard is our organic standard. So the food is just fresh. The cherries, do you remember the cherries by the roadside?
I remember McDonald's.
And let's continue. All right. So and then from Barcelona, you're going to travel to Madrid, another train. You're going to have, oh, your dad's going to love this. You're going to have a paella lunch. You're going to take a walking tour. Shout out to the boys who don't sit still. We only planned this for an hour, y'all, but doom, doom, doom. But I'm learning. I'm looking at this for the first time with y'all. All right, so let's see what else he's going to do. You'll have a tour director to see the Puerta del Sol, Plaza Mayor, Market of San Miguel. Maybe you can get some good souvenirs there, and visit the Prado. That's a beautiful museum. Hello, Gregs. Thank you so much for being here. All right, so we're getting a little stir crazy. Can we do 10 minutes or no? All right, and then the last day in Madrid, you're going to take another tour. You're going to visit the Royal Palace and then have some free time on your own. I did add the excursion of Toledo, yeah, Toledo. And then on day 10, you come home. So let's finish up with the video. And then if you all have any questions or anything you think Marcus should do to earn his trip, please let me know. Christina says we crack y'all up. That's one word for it.
What? I mean,
all right.
You want me to offer my services?
No, babe. I wanted you to pitch why you should go on this trip. Let's learn what they say.
You know, you have to think that I always been with her. I never missed a field trip or anything. Going to China, I feel like Neil Armstrong. It's like going to the moon because she was going without me.
You gotta react to it.
Oh.
You know, it's something that I want her to have that experience. I was totally scared about it because she was going to be so far away from me. But I trust the teachers because I know they have all these, safety protocols. And I also know my daughter, I know she's not going to do anything that's not appropriate. So I was really happy that she has this wonderful opportunity for me to, as a parent, to trust the whole system, that you guys are so well organized, offer insurance. You consider every single, step, on the way to get there, right? And their safety. So I was fine. It's just a natural fear, as a mother, because it was the first time she was out of the country without me.
Cool.
So it was a good opportunity for me to start letting go.
Oh my God.
I feel like it's surprising how much you can learn by going to another country without realizing it, and how different people can be while still being people.
That's exactly what I was saying earlier.
Similar people can be, but still be different.
You guys just didn't hear it.
She came, I will say, more mature. No, it's just a few days, but it totally changes perspective. You change. It's inevitable. You evolve. So I see that change in her. Definitely. You want them to grow, and you don't want to cut their wings. You want to prepare them to fly. It's challenging and it also encouraging, because once she did the trip, it's like, hey, I can do this. It's another obstacle that it doesn't matter when you want to do something. The sky is the limit. The universe is full of possibilities. Nothing is going to stop you. So I just want to mention that because I'm so proud of her. I'm really proud of her.
Super deep. You gonna cry like that, Mom?
What is wrong with you? Okay, well, I thought that was very sweet. Yeah. Christina says you have to do a lot of help around the house. Clearly, the mom and daughter dynamic is very different, the mother-son dynamic, but you wanted to say something about traveling, like to wrap this up.
What? Oh.
Because I do want you to explore the world and see other cultures. It's important to me that you know about other places in the world. And I think it'll be good for you, like when you went to Nicaragua, to go and be away from mom and dad, because you're a young man now and you're not always going to be with us. So you need to know how to handle yourself out in the world. What do you think about that?
Well, that's progressive. Yeah, that sounds. Thanks.
You're welcome, babe. All right, y'all. I think that was everything. Let's see here. So yes, they have everything, y'all. The insurance, the safety, all of the. Let's see. Let's take a look at the tour of Spain really quick, the video, and then we're gonna wrap this up. I haven't seen any of this stuff.
It's a long video, Mom.
All right, that was pretty cool, y'all. I really like that. I love the food. I love seeing the kids see the architecture. That's one of the things that really strikes me when we travel internationally. You know, you don't realize how young the United States is until you've been to a place where they have buildings that are 1,000 years old, built in the 1100s, built in the 1000s or the 1000s. And so I just think it's really good perspective.
11th century.
11th century, absolutely. We got Gina Bina says, Marcus is going to enjoy the trip. He will appreciate this, you, Maggie, for the rest of his life. Thank you for saying that. Y'all see I'm over here in these teen years, but everybody says they give me a hard time, but they're good kids. Marlo says, my nieces have traveled abroad all 3 years of college lives. All insurance and cultural education measures taken. They are all women of substance because of these experiences. Thank you for saying that. I really appreciate the support. Marlo says, yes, as a parent, it's natural to be protective of your children. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yep. So very protective.
All right, so we saw Spain. Let me see if there's any other videos, and then we're going to go ahead and wrap it up in about 5 minutes.
Ooh, I like that word.
God, this kid, y'all. What am I going to do with him? What am I going to do with him? Okay. Yeah. Let me close this tab. Did I?
Wow.
So what do you think, Marcus? Now that you've seen the...
Oh, yeah, that's very distinct. Different. I mean...
All right, let's take a look at Paris and then maybe Madrid if we have time. I found another video here. Is this it? Oh, oops. Hold on, y'all. Here I come. Oh. Oh, hold on. I didn't know how to share it.
First tab.
All right, I'm going to move it to the back, y'all. Sorry.
Very nice
I can't.
area in the north of Spain, but I've been living in Madrid for more than 25 years now, and I'm an EF tour director. In Madrid, you are in a capital city, millions of people around, but you feel like you are in a village. I would say that it has this kind of neoclassical vibe, architecture and monuments and places. But if you come to Madrid and you experience the city and you get along with locals and you go to local places, if you're in the mood of learning and doing and trying to know the meaning of the things, people is always ready for you. When you're touring with people, the first thing that they see from Spain is you. So many times, the first comments are all about who are you, the way you dress up. ¿Así? ¿Está bien? If you have kids or don't, from the very beginning, you focus on that kind of intimate relationship with them. Because in many cases, the kids come, they are out of USA for the first time in their lives, and I'm responsible of being able to show you an authentic experience. Traveling with kids make me feel like a kid again, and I don't want to miss that. When I'm walking with my students, I love trying the city itself to be the explanation. So I usually encourage
Architecture
them
school
to open their eyes,
right
and when
there.
they are walking, look up, stop.
These
And
buildings do look
the
nice.
best part is when you see that they are living
What's
as real
that?
travelers.
What the
They are not going to be tourists anymore, and they are
What?
ready for the next experience.
You got ice cream?
It looked like it. Is this Paris, or we already saw this one?
You saw this one. Okay, man. Just
Okay,
egg,
that's
man.
one.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Mirka, j'habite à Paris et je suis une accompagnatrice. Hi, I'm Mirka. I live in Paris and I'm a tour director. I first came to Paris when I was 17 and I fell in love.
Thank you, Caroline.
I find it fascinating that Paris existed 2000 years ago and that most of the buildings we see here were built like 1000 years ago, and so I just sometimes feel like I have to touch them to make sure that they are real. I love the smell of jasmine and in the spring and roses in the summer. The sound of street artists, like it just creates this very romantic feeling. I just like walking along the Seine River during the golden hour.
The same.
What?
The same.
I think it just makes the city even more beautiful. When I go to this like vent opening in front of Moulin Rouge, and I do this little trick with the water that creates the bubbles, everyone that sees that smiles, and it makes me smile. It makes me really happy to create this experience. It's like it's something super simple and yet magical. Still
Right.
enjoying very much being a tour director after 15 years. It makes me happy if I can like bring smile to people's faces, and if I can surprise them and perhaps go through the same journey that I went through after coming here when I was 17 and just falling in love with something that was so different from what I knew, and just exploring that.
All right, everyone. Well, we are going to go ahead and dismiss. I hope you all enjoyed this. I learned a lot. I wanted to share it with you all. Gina Bina says, I like that slogan, turning tourists into travelers. Absolutely. Marlo says, Marcus, you will come back a traveled man. My youngest son is in the Air Force. His favorite travel was Japan for 3 years. He never wanted to come back to the US. Absolutely. Christina says, interesting and beautiful. And Marlo says, you will have many aunties here praying for your safe travel there and back. Thank you all so much. So we will plan to see if we can send Marcus to Spain and France for spring break. And I'm going to ask that if you do get to go, would you please come back and share with the scholars what you learned and what you enjoyed with a few pictures?
I give you more than a few.
Okay, he'll give us more than a few. All right, you all. So I just wanted to do something a little bit different. Usually it's just me in the kitchen. For those of you all who are new here, welcome. Tomorrow is another travel day for me. So I will be going to Chicago. I know. You're done, babe. You can put the chair back. Well, You can say goodbye. I'll be going to Chicago tomorrow. My cousin is having her 40th birthday brunch, so no stream tomorrow. But as always, I'll be taking lots of pictures and video for you all. Then I'll come back and do a dining documentary. I know some of y'all really love those. We're going to be going to a winery. So I'll be going to Chicago and then back. So I will see you all probably Sunday, but stay connected. I'm active on my community tab, Instagram, Facebook. You can find me at Maggie, the Substitute Teacher on all platforms. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Marlo says, what is the Cash App? Thank you. It is M Brown.
Whoa.
See, I told you, Marcus, you can scan the QR code, but the Cash App is M Brown. And I did tell Marcus any donations that came in would go towards his travel. And if he wants to sing for his supper, maybe we'll do a cooking stream or something so he can be blessed. So I appreciate you. Hello, Nan. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, everyone. Well, do you want to say goodbye? Oh, can you say goodbye and thank you in French? That would be nice since you're going to France and studied French.
You really want me to?
Yes.
Okay.
Can you tell everybody thank you for coming?
I mean, I thought it was common. Okay, fine. Let me wind back that tape.
What about good night or goodbye? Thank y'all for the like.
Merci and bien au revoir.
Thank you and good night. Thank you all for the hearts. Thank you all for the love. Thank you for the support. I appreciate you so much. So you all will see me Sunday. Stay tuned to my Instagram, my Facebook, my YouTube community tab. Lots of good stuff is coming. More to share with you all. But for now, we're going to go ahead and let the teenager retire. All right. Yes. Thank you, Christina says. Okay. And see, this is what I'm talking about. Have a great night and wonderful evening, Maggie. He has fallen out of the chair. These boys. All right, TikTok. Thank you so much. Class is dismissed. I can't. I try, y'all. I try. You wonder why you don't see the kids? This is why. He fell back. He fell back. Look at my chair. Fell back in the chair. Ridiculous. Thank you. Thank you, Instagram. Class is dismissed. Those of you all who have little ones, love them because when they get to be,
That's me.
love the little ones. I was a better mother when they were small. Good night. Yes, everybody's laughing. All right. Class is dismissed. I'll see y'all soon. Yeah, Marlo, bye y'all.